I wish this new year would bring you love, prosperity, and everything that you want. I would like to give a big shout out to everybody that have been subscribing to me last year. I know I haven't been putting out videos that much, but we're going to try to do something new this year. We're going to try to get new videos out there. I'm going to try to, you know, give y'all what y'all want because I know what y'all want. Now, the fact that y'all tell me what y'all want now, we're going to get into it. So, this video right here is a Q&A. I have gotten a lot of questions from you girls about, you know, my experience with eyelash extensions in the lash industry. You know, some things that you wanted to know about the lash industry and just some stuff that y'all just want to know. I got these questions from Instagram and I got them from my comments. So if you have questions and you wasn't aware of people asking questions and me answering questions, then you need to put your questions below in the comments or DM me. I know a lot of ladies questions won't be answered due to the fact that my old Instagram got hacked or disabled or whatever you want to call it. But we ain't gonna do too much chit chat. We're gonna get into these questions. I'm like reading off of like my iPad or whatever, so I got, like I said, I got these questions from everywhere and I just typed them out. So okay, first question: did you learn a lot from a lash class or mainly self-taught? Most of what I learned is from experiences, trial and error. Like I learned little essential stuff from the lash class, but also I guess you can say if I learned from trial and error, I'm self-taught too. But it's just I learn from everything. I do my research, I go online, I look up anything that I really want to know, and I just, you know, try to use whatever I learn from online, from people or anything. But most of my knowledge come from trial and error. I guess you could say self-taught if trial and error goes under that self-taught thing. Can you have on nails while lashing? Yes, I wear nails when I am on my school breaks. While I am in school, I can't wear nails, being the fact that let me tell y'all, if y'all haven't known or watched my last videos, yes, I started esthetician school August 6th and I graduate this March, y'all. Yes, so we tackling down goals this year. I'm telling y'all, we're not playing 2019. We getting these goals tackled and we gonna conquer all of them, not even half. And just know, baby steps are still steps. Just take your time, write everything down, and tackle it. Okay, let's go back to these questions though, because I'm about to preach. So yes, you can wear nails. I wear nails. I'm not a nail person. Like, I really don't wear nails for real. Like, out of a whole year, I probably get my nails done like 3 times. I still will get manicures and stuff like that, but acrylics and stuff, I don't really do too much of, you know, acrylics. Okay, so let's get into the next questions. Any suggestions on building a website? When I created my website, I did it from Shopify, and I personally believe that you shouldn't pay anyone right off the jump to do your website. Now, if you got the money to, go ahead, but I feel like if you got a friend or, you know, you kind of creative yourself and you can just get online and play with some stuff, then I would just do that. I wouldn't even, you know, waste my money or spend my money on getting someone to create a website for me just yet, because you're going to need every dime you have to keep your business going. So I don't think that paying for a website is very effective, but I do feel like that, you know, if you got the money, go ahead. But I just went on Shopify. I mean, you can go on Wix, you can go on GoDaddy, Shopify, anything, and like play with a website and create your own website. But for me, I did it myself. I wasn't about to pay nobody this year, which I do plan on paying someone this year because I want a more professional website. But not saying that my website isn't professional, because it's just alright, but I want a better website. So yes, I would pay someone now to get a website, but starting off, I wouldn't pay for that. I would just go in there, play with some stuff, make it cute, and put your products on there and then go about your day. Next question: did you ever learn how to do your own lashes, and is that even possible? No, I don't think it's possible, especially if you're doing it like the isolation way, and if you're doing it the right way, because there is a right and wrong way to do lashes. Now, there's various ways to do lashes, but there is a right and wrong way. No, I didn't learn to do my own lashes. I just feel like the glue of, well, the fumes of the glue is very intense, and you can like really fracture your eyeball and like really do some damage to your veins in your eye. So I feel like that opening your eye or having your eyes open while trying to do someone's lashes or even do your own lashes can really be a health issue longer down the road or whatever. So I wouldn't suggest nobody doing their lashes. I wouldn't even do my own lashes. I just don't want to get into that. No. So to answer that question, it's no. No, no, no. Next question. Do you have to be licensed and certified to do lashes? And what if you're doing them in your home? Now, when I was in cosmetology school, to practice lashes in the state of Illinois in your home, you have to be licensed. You can't do anything on anyone else unless you're licensed. Now, this question right here is dependent on the state, especially for the license part. You have to call your state board, like cosmetology board, and ask them what are their qualifications on lashes and stuff like that. But in the state of Illinois, you do have to be licensed to do lashes. Now, to be certified, a lot of people get being certified kind of mixed up, because a lot of people say, well, oh, I'm certified, I know how to do lashes. Yeah, you know how to do lashes, but you're not actually legal to do lashes. A certification is just basically saying that you have been taught to do this certain thing. So to go deeper into it, you got to see what that certain thing is classified under. Being the fact that eyelash extensions are classified as a cosmetology and an esthetician practice, then you have to be an esthetician or a cosmetology to do so. But that goes back to licenses goes back to whatever your state requires. It's like, it's different things for different states. So I really can't answer that one. That question you will have to ask your cosmetology board. But yeah, a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm certified, I can work in a shop, I can do this, I can do that. Technically, no. Now, depending on the state, you can. But in the state of Illinois, if you're certified and you're doing lashes without a license, you can get fined, sued, and whatever else you want to call it. The next question is, what lash glue do you use? I've been using the same lash glue for 3 years. Now, we're going to get this glue out of there because it's lash adhesive. I've been using a company called Lash Stuff. I use their diamond glue or something like that. It has a blue top on it. I think it retails from $45, and I think the one that I buy is like $65. Most people think that's very expensive for adhesive, but I just feel like that this glue have been tested by dermatologists and it is good on the eyes. It's cool. It's some cool glue, and I'm not changing up or switching up. I like what I like. It's been working for me for these whole 3 years, so I am not changing my glue. Do you prefer working in a shop or home? Right now, I am working at home. Being the fact that I have school going on and a whole lot of other stuff going on, I prefer working at home. Now, I feel like that's really up to you, because a lot of people have been in the shop and say they like working from home. A lot of people work from home and say they prefer being at a shop. So I would say, if you get an opportunity, try that shop out and see if you like it. Now, if you don't like it, you can go back to your home, you know. It's all about trying stuff. Trial and error. Next question. Do you have to be accredited to teach lash classes? Now, when I first started teaching lash classes, the only thing they said that you needed was an LLC. But things have changed, and I've heard that you do have to be an esthetician to teach a lash class. But it still goes to your state. If your state says that you have to be licensed to do lashes, then yes, you have to be licensed, and you also have to have an LLC to teach classes. But if your state doesn't require it, you just need an LLC. Next question. Was doing lashes hard for you? Did you have to practice? Of course I had to practice. Everything you do, you need practice. But I will say, when I first started off doing lashes, I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought that there was nothing that you could teach me. I thought that, you know, like, I was doing everything right. Like, it was nothing wrong with what I was doing. But It was a lot wrong with what I was doing. I had to actually go back, do my research, and start my whole new way of lashing. Like, I had to, like, the first way I learned how to lash, or the first way I thought I learned how to lash, I had to really erase that whole thing and start all over. So with that being said, no, it's not hard, but you gotta be willing to be taught. I also feel like that YouTube don't teach you everything. Because when I first started, I felt like, oh, I learned from YouTube. This is how they show me. No, YouTube don't teach you everything. Like, I feel like if you really want to do lashes, like, get what you learn from these different places. Like, get knowledge from everywhere. Don't just say, oh, I learned from YouTube. I watched YouTube videos and they showed me how to do this. They showed me how to do that. Yeah, that's cool. But at the same time, like I say, like, I learned from different places and stuff like that. And I just feel like these different places taught me different stuff. I learned from somebody that I was doing them so wrong. So with that being said, nope, it's not hard. You just, like I said, you gotta be willing to learn some stuff. Next question. What do I need to start lashing? Now, when I started lashing, all I had was my lash kit. I had a lamp, the regular little lamp that you put in your room, and pillows. I literally was doing people lashes between my leg. They would be Indian style on the floor. I would be behind them. Their head would be back with a travel pillow behind them, and I would literally lash like that. Yeah, it was ghetto, but doing it that way saved me some money, and I got a lash bed. So, yeah. But what you need is a lash bed. You can get a lash kit and a lamp and a fan if the lash kit doesn't come with a fan. That's all you need. Okay, next question. Is a lash bed needed when you're practicing someone's lashes? When you're practicing, no. I wouldn't. When you're practicing, you're trying to figure out if you like it. You're trying to figure out if you have the patience for it. You're trying to figure out lashes when you're practicing. I wouldn't buy a lash bed practicing. Now, I know some people, they like have someone lay on the couch or whatever. Their head would be like on the arm of the couch. They lash them like that, but no, I say no. I would say wait until you see if you like it and save money and buy a lash bed after that. I wouldn't go out and just like buy a lash bed, because then if you don't like doing lashes, you'll be mad because you spent your money on a lash bed and then you'll be selling it. Next question. How did you decide on pricing, being the fact that you were uncertified when you started? Now, I decided my prices being the fact that I looked up to a lot of people that were charging like $250. So I just said, well, I'm not certified and I'm not licensed, so I took down some money like that. And then I also felt like, okay, well, I can charge like this amount and it'll be okay, and it'll still be affordable for people. And also I looked at the people that were doing lashes around me, and they were doing them for like $150. So I'm just like, and they were licensed and certified at this point. So I just was like, okay, well, let me just, knock down my prices a few or whatever, because I don't want to seem like that I'm just charging this amount and like I'm not even licensed and certified and people paying for it. It's not fair for like somebody that's licensed and they doing their job and they've been doing this for a very long time, and they have to compete with somebody that just started off, that don't know what she doing half the time. She ain't certified and she ain't licensed. So that's how I looked at it. I'm just like, well, we just gonna fix our prices and then work on getting certified, which I got certified. Then next work on getting licensed, and I graduate in March. Look at God. Okay, so next question. Which way do you prefer practicing? On a lash head, which I guess she's mean mannequin head, on a mannequin head, or an actual person? Both. I feel that you need practice on a mannequin head, and you also need practice on an actual person. Yes, learning isolation and all of that good stuff on a mannequin head is perfect, but person lashes and a mannequin lashes are so different. Like, they're very different, like so different. So I would say get practice on both of them as much as you can. How did you build your brand? Now, this is a good question, because a lot of people build their brand like different ways. A lot of people start off different. But I first started with finding a name. After I found a name, I got someone to do me a logo. After I did the logo, well, after I found the name, I Googled to see if anyone had the name. Nobody had it. So I found somebody to do me a logo, which you see. And then after that, I just found vendors and all this other stuff. So yeah, everything that I did, it was like a very long process of getting things done, like slowly but for surely, and it was step by step. You have to do your research for real, because at the same time, it's like you might want to target different clients or different customers than I do. So with that being said, you got to figure out how to build your brand your way. Like my way, it was really like something simple. I really didn't want it to be, you know, too dramatic, so I didn't get a dramatic logo with a lot of glitter and stuff on there. I just wanted something simple, which I feel like I'm gonna do my logo over because I'm an extra. But anyways, like, yeah, like it all depends on like what way you want to go with it, because every brand or every lash brand or every company or whatever you want to call it is different. So I feel like you should do your research and see like which way you want to go and then go from there. What's the craziest things you went through with clients? Okay, so I had somebody that ran off on a plug twice, y'all, and really, she came in, she got her lashes done, handed me $20, saying she had the rest in her car. She went to her car, she left. I called her, she just was like, oh, I had to go to the bank. After the bank thing, she never called me back, so I called her. I'm just like, you said you had to go to the bank. I go to the bank, and she's like, oh, I'm late for work, I gotta go to work. So after that, I'm just like, I don't play with my money. Like, you knew you didn't have the money when you got here. Like, all this other stuff. Things that I shouldn't have done, I did. Like, I was going back and forth with her. Then you go through clients that don't want to adjust to your changes. When I started cracking down on my rules and treating my business as if it was a business in the shop and like a professional business, then a lot of people was just like not with it. Like, they just feel like, oh, she got a late fee now or whatever. Oh, she charged the deposit now or whatever. She making me book online or whatever. Forget her. So you get a lot of people that don't want to adjust to your changes. But like, let me say this, you will get those clients that will follow those rules. Every rule you got, they will read it from the top rule to the bottom rule to the checklist points to the everything. They're gonna read it and they're gonna follow them rules and they're gonna pay you and they're gonna tip you. I would not ever chase a client. If that client want to go, you let that client leave. Don't ever say, oh, well, I can adjust this. Oh, it's good for you, boo. No, it's not good for her, because at the end of the day, your rules are your rules and your money is your money. And if this pay your bills like this pay my bills, honey, then you gonna be like, oh, okay, baby, we gotta do some changes. We gotta get this rolling. Like, we can't do this no more. And that's how I felt. And I know that put me in my feelings a little bit, but yeah, I'm really serious. Okay, so yes. Next question, because baby, y'all gonna have me going. What's the difference between the different styles? Okay, so in my menu, I do a classic set of extensions. I do hybrid, which is volume and classics mix, and then I do a Russian volume, which is all volume. Now, with my Russian volume, a lot of people feel like Russian volume are really thick, but really you can adjust it how you want to. Like, I just call it Russian volume because most of my clients really, when they go with the volume, they like want them thick. So that's why I say Russian volume, but in my volume, you really don't have to get them as thick or as dark as you want them. Next question. How did I deal with curly lashes? This is a true story. Y'all have watched my previous videos. Y'all know I am a firm believer in God. When this first client came to me with curly lashes, I was behind her crying, praying. She didn't hear me. Well, she probably did, but she never said nothing. But she didn't hear me, and I was literally like trying to isolate the lash and put it on there, but it would not work. So I'm literally like, Lord, please. Lord, please, Lord, please, let me do this lash, Lord, please. And I remember, I felt that little tear that just come down my eye. I'm just like, I'm straight up here crying because it was that hard. And I just was like, I really want to get this, but this is hard. So, what I learned that with curly lashes, it's either you don't do them or you can set the lash on the side of if you can. Sometimes you can't do this, because a lot of people have long curly lashes and you can be able to set them on the side of the lash or on the back of the lash. Now, if they have short curly lashes, and some people don't do them, but you really can do whatever you want to. If you feel like somebody got a bad vibe, then don't do like lashes. If you feel like somebody got too hard lashes to do, then don't do the lashes. You really can do whatever, because in this industry you are your own boss, so you can do whatever you want to do, unless you work at some type of lash spa or whatever, and they just be like, if you want to keep working here, you better do the lashes. So for me, I learned that it depends on the type of curly lash. If it's long, you can set it on the side of the lash, but make sure it doesn't touch the lash line. You can place it on the side, and you can place it on the back. So that's how to deal with curly lashes. Okay, this lash question. I said this lash question. This last question. What is stacking? Now, stacking is when you pick up a lot of lashes at once, dip them in glue, and sit them on your lash line with your lashes. Like, I don't stack. I'm not gonna ever stack. I don't like it. You're not actually like caring for those people's lashes. You just want to do them for the look. Granted, I do want to do them for the look. Like, I like the look of it, but I also care about my client's health. So with that being said, I won't ever stack. I don't like stacking. I feel like it's some careless lash work, and if you stack, kudos to you, but I'm not doing it. So that wraps up these questions. Make sure you like all of my videos, watch all of my videos, and subscribe to my channel. Shout out to all the girls that say that I'm a big inspiration and a motivation to them. Little do y'all know, y'all inspire me too. Like, I real life be reading y'all comments and reading the DMs like, girl, like, is this girl power going on? Like, what the heck? Like, I really be like so influenced by y'all too. So please, please, please keep sending me DMs. Keep commenting under these posts, y'all, and these videos, y'all. Like, I really appreciate that. And any questions y'all have, y'all feel free to ask me anything. Thanks for watching, y'all.